Hey everybody, welcome back to True North VR. Today we are checking out the Bobovr F3 Facial Interface made for your MetaQuest 3 headset. In this one we're going to unbox it. I will show you how to assemble it, show you how to adjust it, do a try on with the S3 Pro headset and talk about how good it works with that, and of course give you my final review. Let's jump into it. Alright, so in the box it's pretty simple. We got our facial interface. This already has this face pad attached, and this is the face pad that, as you can see, has these channels to allow the airflow down to your face. Padding feels nice and thick all around it, and nice and thick on the sides as well. Sometimes other companies will get thinner on the sides. That's pretty good there. We got our light blocking nose flap, and instead of being silicone, which pretty much every one that I've tried has been, this is kind of that icy silk cool fabric instead. So it's got a little bit more flexibility to it. It's going to stay in different positions instead of always being stuck in that certain position. On the side here we got some knobs, and this is going to allow you to adjust the spacing between the headset and your face. You can extend it out all the way on both sides there, and that's going to be great for people who are wearing glasses or using prescription lenses like myself. It also comes here with the classic face pad here. This one doesn't have the channels in there for the airflow, so if you're just wanting the regular, you can use that as well. And we got our user manual, and the instructions are also on the inside of the box, as Bobo always does. So let's install this here. I just have a head strap on here that I've been trying out. Great for kind of watching videos, reclining, that kind of stuff. But I left it on here because it makes it easy to see what we're doing here. So you're going to want to take off the facial interface that's on there. To do this, I recommend pinching on the top and bottom towards the right side, wiggling it back. You can kind of see what I'm doing there. And it should just pop loose. If it doesn't on the other side, you can do the same on the other side. It will come loose. You can set that to the side. Now you're going to want to, let's just move this out of the way a little bit, obviously line up your new facial interface. And there are the 4 positions that you want to make sure you hear clips for. I heard 2. But if you want to just test it, oh, no, guess we just didn't hear those bottom ones. They went in there good. And that's it. We are good to go. That is now on there. I'm going to go test this and come back and give you my review. Okay, so I've had a chance to use the interface. Now let's talk a bit more about it and give you my review. So overall design, I really like it. I really like, first, I'm just going to go right to this, that they have the dials on the side instead of having to put in glasses spacers or use those, I don't know what the mechanism was on the stock facial interface. It did never work for me, but these are really easy to use. Even mid-game, you can easily use those if you need to. I use prescription lens inserts, and so having just a little dial there to adjust to my liking works great. Padding is nice and thick all the way around. It's nice and dense. It's not cheap. We have some venting along the top there that you can see, which adds to the airflow that's going to be allowed to go through and adds to the anti-fog. We have our little nose blackout here, and they call it a lycra material. It's almost like that icy silk material, if you know what I'm talking about. I found that it works fairly well. It still lets some light in for me, how I had it set up. You might be able to get it set up exactly so it won't let any light in, but it did a fairly good job. I've only really ever used like one that was exactly perfect. That was with the globular cluster. This one isn't quite, but for my uses, it blocked out most of it, which was good. Now, the most important part is we have these 3 channels, right? You can see those 3 indents there. That is the most important part for this facial interface paired with this head strap, because when you put this on, we'll turn on our fan here. The idea is that the air from the fan can go down in those channels and be on my face. And right now I'm feeling the air on my face, which is way better than before, as a lot of facial interfaces obviously don't have those channels or don't even have venting along the top to allow any airflow through. But with those channels there, I can actually feel that air on my face, and that's going to help with fogging up. I know a lot of people are concerned with fogging up lenses from sweating and playing too hard. This is going to be a great option for you if that is an issue that you have. Now in the box as well, it does come with, let me turn off that fan. There we go. It comes with just the regular padding there as well that you can use if you don't want the one with the channels. I've used them both, and you don't really notice the channels on there. You can sort of feel them, but I always wanted it on there because I have this head strap on here quite often as well. It's one of the ones that I kind of swap out with, and so I didn't want to take that off when I was using it. Facial interface also fits with their charging dock. You're going to find a review of that charging dock right away on my channel coming up here. I'm excited to show you that one as well, and I'll show you it fitting on that review there. Price point, we are looking at $30 regular price on Amazon. It does go for cheaper sometimes. It was about $40 Canadian when I bought it, and yes, I did buy this one. And would I recommend it? If you have the S3 Pro and you want more of that fan to reach your face, this is a great option for you. I'm glad they came up with this. A few other companies are trying to follow the same method actually, so you can check out some other companies kind of making these channels specifically for this type of head strap because the S3 Pro is such a popular head strap. If you don't use the S3 Pro, there's no real extra benefit to this one. The dials are nice. AMVR has one with dials too, which is nice, but the globular cluster F3 V3 has a lot of extra options on there as well. That's kind of the one I go to if you're not using the S3 Pro. So those are my overall thoughts. If you have any questions about it overall, please let me know. Thank you for watching this one. We'll see you next time here on True North VR.